Wrong. There we go. Sorry about that, everyone. Okay, now we're over here. Go away, tabs. Do, 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 do. Alright, so we had a patron who requested a Narcy Fable Singer deck. So we're going to be working on that right now. Trying to play catch up, chat. Haven't been needing to for a while. Let's check. Ugh. Alright, let's check Patreon. Do, 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 do. There we go. Alright. Do, 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 do. So he specifically asked for a Narcy Fable Singer deck. Whenever you sacrifice an enchantment, draw a card. Mana value. Beautiful. He specifically wanted Narcy Fable Singer, but with summons. This is what we gotta do every day, chat. We're coming in here using Scryfall to find weird cards. Search, thank you. Alright. Let me move this down here. So I can still keep an eye on chat. Yes. Argothian Enchantress. Ashiok's Reaper. No. Hylon Blossoms. No. This one. Ephemeref Enchantress. What's Elvish Archivist do? Over one more artifacts to the battlefield under your control. Put 2+1/+1 counters on Elvish Archivist. Should I? Well, let's adjust that so you can see a bit better, chat. Is that better? Let me see how that looks. That looks a little bit better. Okay. Alright, let's go back to this. Right now, we're doing Narcy Fablesinger. I've got a patron who has asked me, let me zoom in a little bit so you guys can see it better. They want a Narcy Fablesinger with summons. So... summon with these color identities. Do, 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 do. Yeah. So right now I'm building the... I remembered there was an enchantress that specifically draws us a card whenever an enchantment dies. I just couldn't remember the name of it. So I wanted to make sure I got her on the list. The beginning of your second main phase, if Glimmer Seeker is tapped, draw a card if you control a Glimmer creature. No. You know what? I like Glissa. Let's do Glissa. Because I like the idea of being able to remove up to 3 counters from target permanent. That means we can do sagas more. Destiny Spinner? Oh yeah, I mean, but that's like later on. That's going to be filling stuff out. Right now I'm working on the core. Well, I'm working on card advantage actually. But yeah, we can add Destiny Spinner to support. So I have this up because it's prettier, because this is how I build commander decks. I've got my core, my support, my interaction, my board wipes, my card advantage, and my mana ramp. So let me drag this over a little bit so you can see it better. I use Google Sheets to build commander decks. Oh, lands. You know what, since we're here anyway, let's go ahead and knock out the lands. And you guys can, I'll show you my lands spreadsheet. Yeah, I use a spreadsheet because that way I can track everything. So here's my spreadsheet for lands. It makes life so much easier. So I've got duels up at the top, so I can know not to. I can skip over them. Now I can just drag here. So right now, she is all right. So we're gonna go Orzhov, Golgari, Selesnya. So we want Orzhov. Golgari, Selesnya. Okay, now that means it's white, black, green. Okay, so white, we're going to go Flooded Strand. Black, we're going to go Polluted Delta. Green, we're going to go Wooded Foothills. And Indatha Triome. So now that we've got those built in, Marsh Flats, Verdant Catacombs, Windswept Heath. So there is a set pattern for how I follow it, and it's based off of wife being mean. So I do it, white-black is the first two here, and then black-green, and then the outside. So I go first, second, and then third, and that's just how I run the order for everything. So we've got shocks, and the database is set in how I consider the power. Obviously, I don't consider duels better than fetches. Fetches are superior to duels. I do it this way because it's easier to just grab these. Vault of Champions, Undergrowth Stadium. Bondlands are the next best. I really like these as well, and I may skip those depending. Yeah, we're in green, so I probably want a lot of basics. So we'll run these because they're typed. I think that's good. What does that put us at? 21, 22 basic, non-basic? Yeah, let's do 22 non-basic. Because we're also going to have... oh my gosh, hang on. Point. Ha! Silence, cute stuff. We're doing magic, not data analysis. It's the same thing. Land. Enchantments. Part of magic is data analysis. Hall of Helios Generosity, that's what it's called. Move that down here so I don't have to jump back and forth. What do we got here? Do I want Ishgard? No. No. Can't afford Sarah's Sanctum. Is Sarah's Sanctum GC? It is, thank God. It should be. Side quest. Catch a fish. Nope. Windswept Bastion. A Daiga Windswept Bastion. This land enters tapped. Tap add white. Station. 3 and a white tap. Create a token that's a copy of target artifact or enchantment you control, except it's legendary. Activate only as a sorcery. And it's pre-ordering for $50, because of course it is. Yeah, no, I'm good. Magic is also for nerds, Boomy. Let's keep going with these. Would you stop arguing with the patrons? Cute stuff over here being silly. She forgets that she's got a microphone right there and she could just say something. Silly wife. No. Oh, now you're going to join the conversation? Did you forget you had a microphone?
I didn't forget, but I don't always want to just pull it out and have that in my face.
Mm-hmm. That's not what you said last night. Ah, loser doesn't understand microphones. Malevolent Witch Guy. No, I don't want to sacrifice a bunch of enchantments. We're going to go Mesa Enchantress. Spell Enchantress correctly. No, Satyr Enchanter. Ah. All right, Esper Origins. We're gonna add this one. Yeah. That's her daddy. No. Oh my gosh, stop it. No, she's playing Plates Up,
Plates up.
and that's her controller. I don't know how many summons we can do. But I guess enchantment creatures. You're good. Perfect. Summon Chocomog. Summoner's Grimoire. As a shaman, whenever this creature attacks, you put a creature card from your hand into the battlefield. Yes. Summon Fat Chocobo. Fenrir is mana ramp. Let's go here. Let's go. Summon Good King Mog the 12th. Do, 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 do. Oh. Summoning Trap. Do, 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 do. I'm gonna have to put Summoning Trap in Cute Stuff's dinosaur deck. 4 green, instant trap. If a creature spell you cast this turn was countered by a spell or ability an opponent controlled, you may pay 0 rather than pay Summoning Trap's mana cost. So you could do it for free.
Okay.
If the circumstances are fit. Okay. Look at the top 7 cards of your library. You may put a creature card from among them onto the battlefield. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. I counterspelled your commander. Oh, you activated my trap card. Because that's mean. Alright, summon Ixion. Yeah, sure. Ixion. Summon Knights of the Round. Summon Primal Garuda. Summon Primal Odin. Oh, yeah. You think so? It's so... I mean, first of all, that's too expensive, but... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 power worth of creatures for 8 mana. And if they survive till the end, they get indestructible. Like... Summon the Pack. It's one of my favorite Magic cards ever printed. Open a sealed Magic booster pack, reveal the cards, put all creature cards revealed this way onto the battlefield. Under your control, there's zombies in addition to their other types. Oh, Unglued is the best. Summon Titan. Summon Yojimbo. He kind of sucks, but that's okay. It's Yojimbo. He's supposed to. Alright, I think we're good there. Let's go to here. And oh, no. I want the... You know what? Let's go here. It, by itself, it's not that good of a Magic card. But if you've got a bunch of cards that allow you to manipulate... the counters, it's phenomenal. Because it's like Bahamut's 9 mana. And 9 mana is absurd. But by constantly removing the counter, or constantly removing the counter, getting to draw 2 cards every single turn, and just keeping him as a 9/9 flyer, like, holy crap, that's just fun. Or something I was going to look up. Okay, so we added Destiny Spinner. Oh. Saga. I can't argue with Urza's Saga, but at the same time, too expensive. Binding of the Old Gods. You know what? Yes, Binding of the Old Gods. We're not a mill deck. The Eldest Reborn, absolutely. I think the Eldest Reborn... I want your opinion on this one as well, Boomy. But I think the Eldest Reborn... Let me move the camera over so you can see it better. Right here. Summons are not legendary creatures, so you can copy them. Summon Bahamut. But anyway. Crap. Not legendary. Enchantment creature, Saga Dragon. No, we're just going to have to do it this way. Now you can see it better. Okay. Eldest Reborn. I think the Eldest Reborn is the best Saga to put in a generic deck. No, Delighted Halfling won't do squat. I think the Eldest Reborn is the best Saga that you can toss in basically any deck that has black in its color identity. Sacrifice, discard, steal something out of the graveyard and put it into the battlefield. Like, and dirt cheap. Mending of Dominaria. Yeah, it's going to destroy all of our creatures, so I'm going to do one ring that rules them all. Elspeth conquers death. Absolutely. War of the Last Alliance. Oh, that war. Gil-galad was an elven king, of him the harpers sadly sing. The last whose realm was fair and free, between the mountains and the sea. His lance was long, his sword was keen, his shining helm afar was seen. The countless stars of heaven's field was mirrored in his silver shield. But long ago he went away, and where he dwelleth none can say. For into darkness fell his star, in the land of Mordor, where the shadows are. I don't run a lot of sagas either. Like, to me, it's the same thing as a planeswalker, unless I'm building the deck around the planeswalker itself. But, like, exceptions being... no, hang on. Let's go planeswalker. Let's go EDH rank. I don't know why Elspeth is so high. I mean, yeah, she's a board wipe there, and you could just make an army with her. Okay, that's fine. Narset Partervales? Absolutely. Narset is a stacks piece out the wazoo that is also card advantage. Like, hello. Liliana, again, card advantage out the wazoo, and she makes an army. Like, done. Ugin, okay, Ugin's fine. Jace is a win con. Teferi's a stacks piece. Ugin's a win con. Chandra is actually one of my favorites. Because the way I judge Planeswalkers when I'm outside of specifically building a Planeswalker deck, if I'm not Super Friends, if I'm just throwing Planeswalkers into a random commander deck, I look at two things. Static, if there is one, like this one. Holy crap, that's amazing. This one, if I want this to win, this is just an extra landman. Chandra, Torch of Defiance, +1, it's card advantage, +1 mana ramp. Card advantage and mana ramp both as a +1. Like, yeah, she can win you the game, but I never judge a planeswalker on their ultimate. I always judge it on their plus abilities. Their abilities you can do when you first drop them. Liliana right here, like, holy crap. I'm gonna run her in every aristocrat deck ever if I can afford her. Death's Majesty right here. Like, she's self-mill, which is oftentimes good. Marcus, how you been, bud? Self-mill is often good. Reanimation, again, is a good thing. Oko is just absurd. Nissa is mana doubling for forests. Whenever you tap a forest for mana, add an additional green. Blech. Like, where's the other Tezzy? Ral's a win con. Professor Onyx is a win con. Where's Tezzy? There he is. This guy. I mostly focus on these two, not this one. This one's usually just a bonus, but it's like, and the static. But this one right here, Planeswalkers have an affinity for artifacts. Deals X damage to each opponent, where X is the number of artifacts you control, you gain X life. Like, if it weren't for this right here, the fact that he's freaking like 13 or he's $12.50 right now, I would buy him. I'd run him in everything that has his color identity. Like, I've got him as the win con in a treasure deck, 4-color treasure deck, and he hits the table and I've got 20 treasures on board, and I'm like, trade everyone for 20, and they're like, no. It's really funny to watch. I'm glad you're doing good, Marcus. Alright, War of the Last Alliance. Nope, we don't have a lot of legends. That's useless. Nope. Nope. I mean, this is a tutor. But it's 5 mana. Is it really worth it? I don't think so. No, no. Isn't that a great feeling? Like, all of us in the manga community were like, you guys have no idea what's coming this season. You have no idea. And those can be fun. But I like having backup options. like that elf that says whenever a token goes to the graveyard, deal a point of damage to everyone, and I've got 30 treasures on board, and everyone's like, wait a minute. I don't even need a sack outlet for this. That makes sense. I specifically built my Krav and Regna deck to be more casual, because my first deck was Kalia, my second deck was... my first deck was the Locust God. My second deck was Kalia. Like, at that point, I needed to, take a step back and not be mean. It's true. It's really true. Like, the Old Country Bumpkin. It has the setup for being a really nasty, ecchi, lewd, inappropriate harem with an old man and a bunch of hot young girls. It totally has that setup. Not ecchi. Not naughty. Not anything. Nothing inappropriate. Just wholesome, good vibes. And but trying to explain that to someone, they're like, "Oh my god, this is going to be a really nasty setup." What? The voice actor for Sanji is doing the main character? I'm like, just watch the show. They watch it. Oh yeah, no, this is chill. This is fun. The thing that impresses me about Uma Musume... Yeah, I'm sitting down right now, Boomy. The thing that impresses me about Uma Musume is how much research they do on the actual horses and how much effort they put in trying to match the girl's personality to the horse's personality. I think that's really cute. You can tell that the people that are behind Uma Musume are big fans of horse racing, but more importantly, big fans of horses in general. Ooh, how'd you do? Ooh, what's this one? Satsuki. You know what? We'll go ahead and put her in. You won? That's awesome. Were you playing some shenanigans that they didn't know how to deal with? For each player, exile up to one. Oh, yeah. You know what? We'll go for it. Battle with the Hellebolt. And I want the Mirari. What's it called? Mirari's Wake. The Mirari conjecture is a saga, but it's in a wrong color identity. Sterling Grove. Starfield Mystic. Hondu Spirit Dancer. What was Hondu Spirit Dancer? Yeah? I've heard he's nasty as a CEDH commander. You turn one to Tali. Oh. My record in CEDH was turned to... Oh, what's her name? I've turned to Najila before. That could be fun, Marcus. I'll do Spirit Dancer. Yes. I'll do Spirit Dancer. Absolutely. Oh, I bet. I bet. Did you see... kind of want to watch it. Not as like a reply or a response or something, but you know what? We're going to go ahead and... Nah. Did you see Maldhound's thing on CEDH? The CEDH problem. Ah! Commander is a horrible format for competitive. The winningest players in Magic. These are people that regularly win tournaments, that consistently day two any Grand Prix that they go to, that regularly have Pro Tour invites. These are the best players, the top 0.1%, 0.01% of players in the world. Do you know what their win record is? 55%. That's 1v1 Magic. One-on-one, they have a 55% win rate, which means they lose 45% of the time. For Commander, it's 32%. Imagine losing more than 2/3 of your matches and still being considered one of the top players in the format. You lose 2/3 of the time, and you're one of the best. Because in Commander, with a 4-player pod, if you're breaking even, you only win 1 out of every 4 matches. On top of that, you can make 0 mistakes. Your deck can be performing flawlessly. You have the penultimate hand that will allow you to win, and someone else wins. So the issue with CEDH tournaments, not CEDH as a format, CEDH tournaments, is it creates... you have 2 results from people playing these games. Either you have Zen Masters that don't give a crap if they win or lose, and they understand that there's things outside of their control and there's nothing they can do, or you have toxic douchebags who blame everything on everyone and can never understand why they keep losing. And there is no in between. Now, CEDH, when you have a group and it's 4 of you, maybe you're lucky enough to find 8, and you guys love just playing some of the nastiest combos out there, then it's fun. But at that point, it's not a tournament. A tournament implies strangers. A tournament implies travel. It implies prizes, which means there's going to be cheaters, which means there's going to be all kinds of just problems out there, problem children. And I agree with him. Like, that's the problem with CEDH as a tournament format. Now, there was an event that I went to where I think they did it right. You had 3 sections. You had super casual, mid-tier, and high-powered. And the high-powered is where the CEDH players play. Now, here's the fun part. You got prize ticks for participating. Here you go, have your prize ticks for playing in a pod. The competitive people all put their prize ticks in the middle, winner take all. The casual tables said, fuck it, we didn't want to do that. And you could discuss it with a pod when you sat down. And I'm like, that's the way to do it. Competitive, you should be risking everything. We're going to go Weaver of Harmony because we can. But yeah, it was a really good video, and I really liked... Oh, nice. Yeah, if someone tells you to go kill yourself while you're playing Magic and they're not joking... Like, if my wife and I are nasty to each other when we're playing, but we do it out of love. Right, wife? We are not...
No one's been forced to sleep on the couch.
Yet.
Officially.
We are building Narcy Fabled Singer. How you doing, DC Raid Boss? I'm catching up on all the patron videos that I owe. So... We are not quite done, but we're getting there. Yeah, we're going to have Garnet. I am still amused at how many people got mad at my Garnet Princess of Alexandria video. They're like, how dare you? Repeated mass land destruction? I'm like, yeah, I think it's funny.
I think it's funny. I want to do it.
I know you do, because you're mean.
Yeah, and somebody doesn't want to let me do it.
I'm not building it for you. You can get the printer working and you can build it yourself.
I may.
I bet you will.
I got to get the kids' bedrooms rearranged before I go messing with rearranging our bedroom. Because I'm going to get them to help.
There's a difference between getting salty and actually getting legit mad. People that get legit mad, it's like, guys, it's a game. Calm down. We're just here to have fun. But... Right, but getting salty and doing some friendly trash talk, I'm fine with that. That's part of the fun, in my opinion. Evolution Sage. Do we want to proliferate? I don't know if we want to proliferate. We kind of do. Yuna. Yes, we're going to bring Yuna back because she's card advantage. Why not? We'll... The look at the table's face when I had Thousand Year Storm on board and cast Manamorphose into Narset's Reversal. Everyone stopped and went, wait a minute. What? Wait a minute. And I'm like, yeah. Or when I untapped with a Thousand Year Storm and cute stuff's like, are we dead? And I went, Dark Writ, Demonic Tutor. And she went, yep, we're all dead.
Yeah.
That's my favorite combo in my cast deck is Thousand Year Storm on board. I cast any instant or sorcery for the first trigger. Demonic Tutor for the second trigger, so I can tutor up two things. And I tutor up Lightning Bolt and Insult. And I cast the Insult side of Insult, and it's the third spell I've cast. So all damage is doubled 3 times, so it's all damage 2 to the third, or times 8. And then I use Kess's ability to cast it again from the graveyard, so it's the 4th spell cast. So that's 2 to the 7th, or times 128. And then I cast Lightning Bolt as my 5th spell for the turn. So damage can't be prevented, all damage is times 128. So Lightning Bolt deals 384 damage. And there's 5 of them on the stack. Oh, enchantment card from your hand. Excellent. Yes, Diva stock my network. Keep having that. Oh, hello. Carmen Cruel Sky Marcher, yes. That's kind of gross in this deck. I really like it. And because of her, we will go ahead and add Evolution Sage as well. I like what I've seen so far. I haven't paid a ton of attention to it yet because my goal is to do a video for every single commander that came out in Final Fantasy. And I don't think I'm going to get to all of them. I'm going to get to most of them, but there's so many that are like duplicates where it's like here. Oh, no. One, two, three, four, five legendary creatures that all care about equipment. Like, yeah, Yuffie's got ninjutsu. Woo. Like, eh. I've already built Gilgamesh. Do I really want to build a Farian and a Freya and a Raobound and a Yuffie deck? Probably not. So that's where my thought is like there's so many of these where it's like they're the same color identity with the same abilities. Now, if I could do it and I had one that's like ultra budget and the other one that's like not, maybe we could do it that way, but I don't know. So, but from what I've seen, I enjoy it. I like that they are trying to bring Tolarian Academy back. Every time they've tried before, it's been okay. It's been interesting. But, like, what was the name of that? Hang on. Blue, red, enchantment, land, search. Storm the Vault. I've got a few of these lying around. I'm going to have to run this more often. If you control 5 or more artifacts, transform Storm the Vault. Like, how often do we have 5 or more artifacts in most decks? Transform it. Add blue to your mana pool for each artifact you control. That is just gross. I don't know that I want Sun Titan, because I think I've got enough. I don't know that I've got that many 3 mana, you know? But, alright, let's go. 3 visits. I want... Oh, no, you know what? Yeah. There we go. Enlightened Tutor, Demonic Tutor, and Smothering Tithe. Whispers to Magicite, Nature's Lore. Let's go Cultivate and Smothering Tithe. Okay, yep. Board Wipes, Farewell, Toxic Deluge, Sorceries. Starfield Dix. That works. Alright, let's go. X. Create a deck. Oh no, we're not core. We're upgraded. Oh, I want Assassin's Trophy. I want Return. Beast Within. There we go. That's a bit better. Oh, I should move this over so you guys can see it a bit better. And update preview. I misspelled Odin. Well, I misspelled Primal. There we go. Alright. Knights of Round, not Knights of the Round. What the hell? Oops. There we go. Ooh. Alright. We are really one card over. Done. What are we cutting, chat?
Cut the commander.
Yeah, we'll cut the commander. That's a great idea. Something I can throw at you and not feel bad. Argothian Enchantress. We'll save $50 and just cut that one card. She's so good, but she needs a reprint. Holy crap. There we go, chat. Alright, let me reach out to my patron. Sorry that took so long. Done. All right, let me update my spreadsheet. Done. Green. you spell this? Building another one. Trying to get through as many of these as possible today. Wife, it is 1:56.
Okay. I'm gonna have to go start dough for dinner.
Alright. Where it's sent. Hang on a second, chat. Gotta update my spreadsheet again. 5-color. So the trick is, we want to be able to cast spells with flash. And since we're in 5-color, that means... So, hang on. Ulek. Yeah, you. 'Wow, not many people saw that combo. Well, we need a ton of mana to pull it off, but that's okay. We're in Eldrazi, and he wanted high power, so we're in a bracket 4. Done. Boo, 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 boo. Lands database. Polluted Delta, Verdant Catacombs, Wooded Foothills, Scalding Tarn, Marsh Flats, Bloodstained Mire, Windswept Heath, Misty Rainforest, Hallowed Fountain, Sacred Foundry, Watery Grave, Overgrown Tomb, Stomping Ground, Steambent's Godless Shrine, Blood Crypt, Temple Garden, Breeding Pool. Okay. Now we just need the. Let's go. Oh, the endstone looks ridiculous. What does the town do? I mean, that's not a bad magic card, but. All is dust. Eldrazi Temple. Forsaken Monuments. Ultima. Kind of want to run. Oh my gosh. Kind of want to run the Pain Lands for an Eldrazi deck, and that way we've got the colorless as needed. But I don't know. You know? He said no budget, so maybe. Yeah, let's do it. We're going to delete those. We're going to go. Is it this set that I'm thinking of? Yeah, the Future Sight set. We're going to go those. And we're going to go Painlands. That way, every single card. Oh, I do need to grab Pachuca Bog as well. Llanowar Wastes, Carplucent Forest, Shivan Reef, Case of Koilos, Sulphurous Springs, Brushland, My Coast, Mystic Gate, Rugged Prairie, Sunken Ruins, Twilight Mire, Firelit Thicket, Cascade Bluffs, Fetid Heath, Graven Cairns, Wooded Bastions, Flooded Strand, Flooded Grove. My bad, would you block? Okay. Shrine of the Forgotten Gods. What's the temple? Temple of the False God. Let's get Soul Ring, Arcane Signet, Mind Stone. Oh. Do I just go 10 talismans? Temple Bell? Not Temple Bell. What's it called? There it is. The Dalkin Orrery. So, here's my thought, chat, and you can tell me if I'm being mean or not. The Dalkin Orrery, you may cast spells as though they had flash. Ley Line of Anticipation, you may cast spells as though they had flash. Okay, so you're starting to see a pattern here. Whenever you cast an Eldrazi spell, you may pay 2 colorless. If you do, copy all spells you control, then copy all other activated and triggered abilities you control. You may choose new targets for the copies. Echoes of Eternity. Sire of Stagnation. I need to start running him more. He's not that expensive and he's just mean. Let's go Eldritch Immunity. Nah. Yeah, we're gonna go Hideous Taskmaster because we're monsters. Yes, Ugin the Ineffable is cost reduction. We're making Ugin work with the Eldrazi, which is hilarious. Spawn Bed Protector. At the beginning of your end step, return up to one target Eldrazi creature card from your graveyard to your hand. Create 2/1/1. Okay. Snapping Voidcraw. Artisan of Kozilek. Okay, and we of course want Rhystic Study, Demonic Tutor, Vampiric Tutor, World. Yeah. Aren't you banned? Yeah, you're banned, sir. Thank you very much. It that heralds the end. Oh, they better have a He Who Walks Behind. Herald's Horn. Eh. Oblivion Sower. Oh, thank you so much, Maester Alex. How have you been, sir? Appreciate that. Did I get a sound effect? I don't have. Uh-oh. It's a wife.
Timer's going.
Okay.
I can't do anything more until the timer goes.
Want to sit on my lap and let me brush your hair?
No.
I know how it is. And right now you're on like super saver mode too, because you're unable to work. When you cast the spell, target opponent exiles the top 4 cards of the library and put any number of land cards. Yeah, let's do that one. We're gonna have you be ramp. Oh, you're super razzle fazzle.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want help? You got this.
I got this.
You're a big tough girl. Tie your own sandals and everything.
Forget tying sandals.
You got slip-ons. Now, remember, chat, as you're looking at Cute Stuff's hair, we cut a foot off. We cut a foot off of her hair. And it's still that long. She no longer has to untuck it from her pants, which is nice.
No, I do have to untuck it from my pants. I don't have to untuck it when I sit down because I will sit on it.
She's no longer sitting on her hair. Benthic. Ooh, Ancient Tomb. Yeah, let's have Ancient Tomb. The One Ring. Yeah, Alex, apparently I got a bunch of angry comments of people going, "How the hell is this deck a bracket 2 when it's $600? It's $1,000 deck." And I'm like, "Okay, show me where it says deck price determines power level." Oh, crop rotation got added to. Good. Crop rotation should be. And that's probably one of the cheaper game changer cards, honestly. If you take a look at the rest of these, Ancient Tomb, $108, $52, $70, $55, $68, $45, $54, $48, $20 for Worldly Tutor, but crop rotation, $3.50. Exactly. Exactly. And I'm just like, yeah, thank you for commenting on my video. Bro. Let's be honest. Ooh, Endbringer. We'll do that as card advantage. Sure. Ulamog. That's what I'm talking about. What's the... I can never remember the name of this thing. Mana value 7. Chromatic Orrery. Ulalek Fused Atrocity. You're gonna like this combo. You just showed up, so hang on. So Ulalek says, whenever you cast an Eldrazi spell, you may pay 2 colorless. If you do, copy all spells you control, then copy all other activated and triggered abilities you control. Okay? So if I can hold priority and have a crap ton of mana, I can cast my Eldrazi, copy it, cast another 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 Eldrazi, copy it, cast another. Yeah. So I copy the first one, and when I cast the second one, the first one also gets copied again. But we need mana to pull it off. So, let's take a look at some nasty combos we can run in this deck to give ourselves some infinite mana. Roaming Throne, yes. Writhing Chrysalis. Writhing. Kozilek's Unsealing. Sure. Strionic Resonator. Drowner of... Wait, what's this one? Okay. Drowner of Truth. When you cast a spell, if colors are spent to cast it, create 2. Okay. Okay. Infinite Drowner of Truths? It's not infinite mana. I kind of want some token doublers, but... What is the name? Oh... Anointed Procession. That'll give us infinite mana. Okay. Now I think it's time... Ooh, I almost feel dirty putting this deck together. Almost. Yeah. Yeah. Emrakul, because we're silly. The idea of, copying Emrakul Like, I know that we're not doing any legendary shenanigans, so we're not gonna have 3 copies of Emrakul on the battlefield, but we could have 3 copies of Emrakul on the stack. And it's when you cast this spell, gain control of all creatures target player controls. Yeah. Ugh, okay. Okay. Whew. Ulamog's Dreadsire. Gross. I love it. You know, as much as people feared Eldrazi in 1v1 formats, they're not that scary commander-wise. Yeah, It That Betrays. I'd love to have multiple copies of It That Betrays. It That Betrays. Kozilek. Yuck, yeah. Sire of Seven Deaths. He's just fun. Okay, I think I need to go to interaction. Wait, Void Winnower? Do I want a Void Winnower? Eh. Alright, what do we got? Ugin's Binding. Nah. Oh, yeah, you know what? Null Elemental Blast. Sure. Kozilek's Commander. Yes. Turn to the Wild Speaker. Dun, 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 dun. Crib swap. Now, it's important to note on these kinds of instances where you have multiple choices, if we're going to be copying this, we're not copying this one. Can't copy this one either, even though it says Eldrazi. It's not an Eldrazi spell. But just so everyone knows, if you are copying a multimodal spell, a spell that has multiple options, it says choose one. When you copy it, even though you can choose new targets for the spell, exile target creature, you cannot choose new modes for the copy. So if you're going to copy a spell like this, you probably want to just create a bunch of Eldrazi Scions. Sure. Titan's presence. Yeah. Sure. Wish we could copy Rise of the Eldrazi a bunch of times, because that would be hilarious. I think we're done. Calamity of the Titans. Yeah. Yeah. Imprisoned in the Moon, because of course. Alright, I need more card advantage. Kindred Discovery. Teamer. Ascendancy. Phyrexian Arena. Smothering Tithe. Done. When you cast this spell, exile up to one target permanent that's one or more colors. Ugin. Tomb of the Spirit Dragon. Nah. Nah. Nope. Nope. Eye of Ugin. Yeah, I think Eye of Ugin needs to be in the deck. I don't give a crap about those. Okay, we're good. Alright. Bajuka Bog is at 29. I might be short. Let's go one more. There. Okay, be right back, chat. I need to go to the bathroom. Oh. Okay, I think we've got enough pieces that we can build this now. So we're going to go here. 4. There we go. Alright, yeah, no, we need to add more lands. So we're going to go... Oh, it is. Have an S at the end. Perfect. All right. God, if I can stop having typos all the time, chat, that'd be nice. It's true. That's true. You know what? Let's cut exotic orchard. Plains. Mountain. We're gonna do that. One. Oh. What is it? No, I misspelled that one. I don't care. Is it okay? Is it just... There it is. It's an... I found out... I thought that I always had like some kind of nerve damage or something like that because of my hands. Nope, it's an ADHD thing. Alright, that one's done. Next. Done. Elsha. Shrink it down. I like a little bit of a gap. And I want that wide. Alright, let's take a look at Elsha. Who's this one for again? All right. Elsha, prowess. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, this creature gets +1/+1 on a turn. You to a player, create them any 1/1 white monk creature tokens with prowess. You know what? $200 budget. How nasty can we be? I kind of want to go extra combats. This is what I'm thinking. Restoration magic for protection. You're not alone. Monastery mentor. No, you're not alone. Doesn't draw his cards. Doesn't have. Not gonna work. Bum bum ba dum bum bum bum. Berea Riptide Robe. Veyren Voice of Duality. Seize the Day. Great Train Heist. Whirlwind of Thought. Archmage Emeritus. Storm Kiln Artist. And he wanted a bracket 3, he said? Yes. Smothering Tithe. There's $40 of our Narset Enlightened Exile. Absolutely. ENLIGHTENED Exile. Okay. Frantic Search. Alex, did you know that prowess stacks? So if I have a creature with prowess and I have another creature like Bria or Narset, give them prowess, they now have double prowess. Or if I have both Bria and Narset on board, they have triple prowess. Alright, Boros Charm. Alright, we're going to do... I kind of want to have its own section for cantrips. We're going to go Ponder. I love Balmor. Consider. Opt. Jessica's will. that's it. We're not adding any more creatures. Temur Battle Rage. No. Sure. Savage Beating. Yes. Yes. Oh no. Dang it. There it is. Okay, let's go back. Where's this one up here? Do do do. ALIGNEDHEART. No. Sword of the Animus, Sword of Feast and Famine, Sword of Hearth and Home. And with Sword of Hearth and Home, we want... Perfect. So there's our infinite combos. Bluster Squall. Narset's Reversal. What was...
Joe's prepped.
All done?
Yep.
All of it?
All 3
Oh my god.
batches are
You
good
have...
to go. And dishes are done.
Got to be kidding me.
There are 3 dishes in the sink that have been pre-washed. The 4-cup measuring cup, the 1-cup measuring cup, and the dough hook. The dishwasher's full. I did the dishes. I could have gotten the dough hook in, but it was like, nah, this can just wait.
Yeah.
But I'm all good. I got stuff done. I'm a good wife.
Sometimes. Today you're a good wife. The problem with a deck like this, any prowess deck, is you're going to experience a wrong half problem. And you're going to experience it a lot. We're at $200 deck list, which means... Wait. Is it Boros Azorius? No. Oh, we're gonna go these. And I want these. We want Prairie Stream, but I need something. Let's go Verges. No, let's go Filterlands. Let's go those Filterlands because they actually tap for something. Let's go Painlands. And let's go Reveal Lands. I think that's good. Let's go here. Let's go Scavenger Grounds. Oh, that is something else I wanted to do here. Is it? Boros. No, I got is it Signet, Boros, Signet, Azorius, Signet. Okay. Training Center, Spectator Seating, Sea of Clouds, Storm-Carved Coast, Sundown Pass, Deserted Beach, Cascade Bluffs, Rugged Prairie, Prairie Stream, Shivan Reef, Battlefield Forge, A Dark Heart Race, Frostboil Snarl, Furycom Snarl, Port Town. You know what? Let's go ahead and add in the bounce lands as well because they're good. Boros Garrison goes in the middle. Tourist Chanceries on the bottom. Needs a Boiler Works at the top. Okay, that's good. Yes, 21, 16, 5, 5, and 6. Island's probably going to be our biggest one. So, what order is it in? 6 islands, 5 mountain, 5 plains. Done. Okay. And a Mana Geyser, because why not? And a Crash Through. Let's go tags, let's go themes, let's go... No, let's go tags. Let's go themes. Here we go. Combat Celebrate. Oh, yeah. Okay. Decks. Create a deck. Elsha. Commander. Upgraded. Oh. Well then, we're over budget, chat. Okay, got a couple of lands in there that are a little pricey, but not too bad. Not too bad. That's the big one. And the swords. Smothering Tithe, go bye-bye. Heuristic Study, go bye-bye. Let's replace Heuristic Study with... see what that does for our budget. I dropped it quite a bit. Bria and Narset are nuts. Enlightened Tutor? I thought that was down to $10. What? Oh, it might be Worldly Tutor. Okay. What the heck's it called, chat? Idyllic. It's not going to get a weapon for us, so we'll just cut it. Alright. He's on a $200 budget, but I want to make something nasty. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and cut Feast and Famine. And Jessica's will. Silly mouse. Alright, is that empty? There we go. Nine more cards to cut, chat. Alright, let's cut those. I'll just go one more of each basic. 7, 6, 6. I'll just copy and paste the whole darn thing. There we go, that's a lot better. 1 on 9. Okay. Let's cut C's today. That's not that good. I want to cut Bria. I'm not cutting Aggravated Assault. I mean, I probably could cut Aggravated Assault, but I don't want to. Wilderness Call is just good, so piss off. Lands are fine. Savage Beating. You know what, let's cut Morog, because we're on a landfall deck. What's Relentless Assault do again? I'll go ahead and cut that one. Chat, I still gotta cut 6 cards. This is awful. Alright, fine. Let's cut Haze of Rage, because I don't really have infinite mana. It can be. It's easy when we're trying to stay under budget. It's like, oh, you're not going to be a budget option, are you? 5 more to go. Okay. Yeah. Except, I mean, Full Throttle is 2 additional combat phases. But it's got loot on it, and loot sucks, so we'll go ahead and cut that one. I know that's not a good reason to cut a card. I don't care. I'm being silly. He really is. What does Savage Beating do? Yeah. No, that one's fine. That's a finisher. Aggravated Assault, yes. Aurelia, yes. Combat Celebrant, yes. And then those two as support. We can cut Team or Battle Rage. I think it's a one-off. It's not that good. It doesn't draw us a card. Doesn't draw us cards? Trash. I don't care if it wins us the game. It's trash. Arcane Bombardment is great. Aligned Heart, yes. Aligned Heart is great. Renewed Solidarity is great. Shared Animosity is great. Shared Animosity is game-breaking, because I think, let's see, how many non-monks do we have? 1. Yeah, but he's mana ramp, so he doesn't count. 2. 3. 4. 5. Of the creatures will be turning sideways, 5 of them are not monks. But we have 1, 2, counting our commander, 3 token generators that make monks. What are we at? 3 cards to cut. 1 of each land. We have 10 cantrips, so we'll be fine, chat. I learned this while playing Standard. I was running I did this deck for years, so I know it inside and out. My Adelies deck ran 12 cantrips, so I cut it down to 18 lands. And I was fine. I still flooded on occasion. You gotta remember, in this same set, that got printed. So I'm running around with lightning bolts in Standard, and people are like, what the shit? So I ran Wizard's Lightning, Lightning Bolt, Shock, or Lightning Strike, Shock, Opt, what the hell's the name of that spell? I don't remember. It's 2 mana. Chart a Course. Draw 2 cards, then discard a card unless you attack this turn. The other spell that helped enable the deck was this one. So it was printed in Ixalan. There it is. A great deck. I love playing it. I played the crap out of it for years. Alright, let's get this sent over to... all the GC cards. I wanted to run, push it up to. Okay. That's 3 commander decks done, chat, in 2 hours. Not too bad. Let's work on the next one. So this one is finished. Midge can wait. Did I ever build that? I don't know. Alright, let's go over here. Okay. Now comes time for the fun stuff, chat. We have a patron. Who gets videos every month. Who wants a Zidane deck. Hey, Waffles, how you been, bud? He wants a Zidane Tantalus Thief deck. And he wants this thing to be bracket 4 with a $1,000 budget. Now, the most expensive version of Zidane is $4.65. So that means pretty much the rest of our budget can be absurd. So let's work on this. Yes, I know, Waffles, but I can't work on your video on Twitch because of copyright issues. What am I going to do? Pull up Crunchyroll and just start watching Crunchyroll without permission? That sounds like a great idea. The audio will get flagged, and I'll get canned. My whole channel will get canceled. So no, thank you. I am working on your videos though, so won't be Monday though. Missed Monday and Thursday. I've been driving so much that it's interfering with the time spent making videos. I haven't gotten to play Final Fantasy XIV in a week. So, to tell you how far behind I am. Alright, so we did this one. What are we working on? Alright. Zidane. Oh, a flicker deck? Theft. With Blink. He is a thief. You're good, Alex. I hope you feel better soon, bud. It's got to be rough what you're going through.
I miss hearing your voice through editing your videos.
Did you hear that? Ugh. Good. Doom, 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 doom. Ah. No,
You're
not
useless.
You're healing. There's a difference. Post-surgery is not useless. You are healing so that you can come back and be productive. Alright, I need to go here. Ugh. Create. Unless Mommy already created these. She did not. Thank God. New folder. Done. Okay. Ooh, ooh, ooh. That works. Ugh. Well, that sounds like fun, Waffles. I've got all kinds of D&D memes. Alright. So I need to go... Crap, I forgot to do that. Let's go back here. Let's go into here. Let's go into here. Create and share. No. Stop. Thank you. Go away. Oh, crap. There. Okay, there's our spreadsheet. Spreadsheet's done. Oh. Alright, so Zidane. Now, I like the idea of just flickering Zidane over and over again. I also like the idea of being kind of thematic. Oh, holy cow. Did you see what he wrote?
It is true. I did read that in your voice.
Master Alex is using his new voice enhadonator. All right. Hmm. I kind of do want to do that, but I also want to gift things. And I think... How does that work? All right, chat. If I steal something and then gift it. TG rules. Oh, chat. I have to message my patron. No. Oh my god, this opens up a whole new world of shenanigans. No, seriously. If I steal a permanent with Zidane and then gift it to someone else with Stiltskin, the other player keeps it. So if I'm playing with Cherry and Cute Stuff, and I steal one of Cute Stuff's dragons, but I only have it until end of turn, and then I use Stiltskin to give that dragon to Cherry, Cherry has the dragon until the dragon changes zones again. Not until the end of turn. Until the dragon dies or whatever. Cute Stuff is over there looking angry at the idea. Is it Slicer? Wait, what? At the beginning of each opponent's upkeep, you may have that player gain control of Slicer until end of turn. If you do, untap Slicer, goad it, and it can't be sacrificed this turn. If you don't, convert it. Does combat actual player convert it at the end of combat? Okay. Yeah, we'll go Slicer. Slicer hired muscle. We'll add Slicer. Vaughn, Street Thief. What's he from? 12? Okay, I haven't played 12. Nope. I don't care about Spider-Man. I mean, it's the 4th best-selling comic of all time. What do I care about? Who cares about 4th place? You know? So a good friend of mine, he was actually the manager of the store that I was working at, one of the owners of the store that I was working at when I was working at a comic book / game store. He hates anime and manga. Just, I don't know why, it's always bothered him. He does not like anime and manga. And I gave him no end of grief when I found out that One Piece had beaten Superman. One Piece had beaten Batman for all-time sales. He was not happy. He was quite angry about it, actually, because he's a big Batman fan. Because of course he is. He owns a comic book store. It was about 4 years ago when One Piece surpassed Batman. Maybe 5 years. Last time I saw numbers, because you gotta remember, you understand something. Batman has sold 475 million copies since his invention, since he was first created. Superman has sold 600 million copies. In the last 5 years, One Piece has gone from 500 million to 579 million. So One Piece will surpass Superman as the best-selling comic of all time before it finishes its airing. Before it finishes. And then perhaps Superman will pull ahead of it, but DC loses exclusive control to Batman and Superman in 2035.
I don't know the year.
Yeah. Bedlam would not be good. Teleportation Circle would be fun. Zorn for extra treasures. Cloud Shift. Treasure Nabber. Yes. Yes, man. Personal Securitron. No, thank you. No. Oh, yeah, because we're giving something. So Humble Defector would be good. Whenever you commit a crime, create a tapped treasure token. This ability triggers only once each turn. Sacrifice 3 treasures. Create a 4/4. Nah. Only makes a dragon. Who cares? I'm gonna get something thrown at me. Conjurer's Closet. Eerie Interlude. There it is. Hellfade Rope? Sure. Alright, let's take a look at Game Changers. Oh. They unbanned Panoptic Mirror. I think that was a mistake, but it's funny. I don't see Gamble... Well, Gamble in the right deck is just as good. Heck yeah. Helm of the Host. Good call. We're also going to want good lands. Is it red, white, or white, red? Red, white. Arid Mesa, red, 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 Wooded Foothills. Flooded Strand. Bloodstained Mire. Windswept Heath. All of those. All of those. That. Done. 22 plus 15, so we're going to go 8 mountains, 7 plains. Yeah, that sounds like fun. Not even a full-on chaos deck, but Rube Goldberg machine deck. Discerning Financier. He sounds like a blast. Oh, I forgot. Oh. Yeah. Have a good one, Waffles. I'm going to be leaving here in about 30, 45 minutes to go start making dinner myself. I gotta cook some bacon. I gotta make Alfredo. I gotta roll dough. Anything else you need me for?
You're making dinner. I made the dough.
You're helping.
I suppose.
You're helping, or there won't be any calzones.
True.
It's like... That's not a threat. That's a straight up... You want me to do what? Nice. Good job, Alex. Untimely malfunction. Good. Word of Seizing. You know what? Yes. Ah! Reprieve. I like Reprieve. You know what? That sounds like fun. Alright, let's see what we got here. Decks. Create a deck. Commander. Bracket 4. Thought I'd misspelled it. Alright. What? If I can learn to type today, chat. Maybe. Do I have room? I'm at exactly 100 cards, so maybe if I cut something. Hang on. Would Zerta work? Maybe. I mean, she's mana. Alright, what else do I gotta fix? Tybalt's. Did I misspell teleport? I misspelled circle. Are you kidding me? That's what I get for typing too fast. That's something they teach you, though. You want to type fast. Because it's better to get all of your ideas out and on paper. STILZKIM. What? Two. God. Do I have... Oh. Boros. Signet. I do that all the time, too. I accidentally type charm instead of signet. Done. Send it off to the patron. Update my spreadsheet. Deck list complete. Script. No, deck list complete. I got time for one more. This is 768. There we go. Create. Yeah. No, we're doing them in order, Alex. I had a couple that I still owed from like a month and a half ago, and I'm like, better finish that one up. I might just do this again next week and do this instead of Final Fantasy. I'd love to do it 2 nights a week. One night where I do Final Fantasy, one night where I just catch up on like Commander decks. But I have no idea what my schedule is, what my kid's schedule is going to be. So next week, I have an Aristocrats deck coming up. And it is ultra budget, like close to $50. So nice and cheap. Everyone could be happy. Sephiroth, the cheapest Sephiroth is $40. When you have a $40 commander, it seems silly to do a budget deck. Now, I went ahead and did that one time with Edgar Markov, because for a while he was like $110, and I'm like, look, everyone and their mother always does like $900 Edgar Markov decks. What if you were lucky and in an Innistrad Remastered you cracked an Edgar Markov? Okay, well, you don't want to go out and spend $300 as your first vampire deck. You want a budget deck. So I did a budget Edgar Markov deck where the rest of the deck, other than the commander, was $80. Something like that. 75, $80. And I got a lot of thank yous because I did it as a budget deck. But I don't want to do that for every commander. I want to do that with the big named ones, like a budget. If I had thought about it, I would have done it back when Commander Masters came out last year or 2 years ago, whenever it was, and did a budget Ur-Dragon deck. Where it's like, okay, you were lucky, you cracked an Ur-Dragon, but you don't want to go out and spend $900 getting all the rest of the cards you need to build your deck. Let's walk you through this, let's help you out, yada yada yada. So, we are doing Sephiroth. going to be aristocrats. It's going to be high budget. Hang on, let me double check what his budget was. Who is this for? Is this for art? No, this wasn't for art. Who was this for again? Watterson. Okay. Okay, chat. Oh. Core aristocrats. Go away. Sacrifice outlets. Interaction. Board wipes. Card advantage. Liliana, Dread Horde, General. Grave Pact. Dictate of Erebos. What was the other one? Oh. Veto. Thorn of the Dust Rose. Erebos is pretty nice. So I know that veto doesn't technically say when a creature dies, ping everybody. But most of the ones that do, like... where is he? Zulaport Cutthroat. And you gain 1 life. Whenever Zulaport Cutthroat or another creature you control dies, each opponent loses 1 life, and you gain 1 life. So veto kind of doubles that trigger. I'll just go here. Screw it. I love Saw in Half. The Masamune. If a creature dying causes a triggered ability of this creature or an emblem you own to trigger, that ability triggers an additional time. The Masamune. Gotta have it. We're going to try to keep this. Zodiarch. Nah. Nope. Warren. Soul Trader. Phyrexian. Grave Crawler. Phyrexian Tower. A Cursed Marauder. Oh no, he's a Diabolic Intent. Nope, that is there. Okay. Yawgmoth, Thrawn Physician. Is interaction. Sure, Dark Ritual. Reanimate. And and Pitiless Plunderer. Gotta have those. The Meat Hook Massacre. Ophiomancer. I gotta go with Orcish Bowmasters here. Let's go Demonic Tutor in the One Ring. Blood Artist. Braids. Nah. No. Cryptghast. Pawn of Ulamog. Dayuthi Voidwalker. Oh, what was that other... That nasty one. Opposition Agent. Carrion Feeder. Nether Trader. Oh yeah, Nether Trader goes into it. Bloodghast, right up. Dark Confidant. But I also want, there he is, Drivnod. Marionette Apprentice. Shieldred? Sure. No. I don't want Shieldred the Apocalypse. Oh, yes. This is mono black. Sir Conrad the Grim. Grim Haruspex. Nah. Vengeful Blood Witch. Rankle. Nah. Bogart. No. What? No. No. No, no, no. Yes. Overkill sounds like fun. It's thematic. Well, sort of. Feed the swarm. There's the other one. Do, 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 do. Yes. Bastion of Remembrance, because I love it. Dreadhorde Invasion? I think I've got enough token generators. Why not? We're not discarding, though. Agent of the Iron Throne. Oh, the bats. Markwood. There it is. And there's an elf. That's mono black. Got Bantu's Monument. No, no. No. It's only 12. Hang on. Which one is it? Oh, it's token. Token. No. Nadir's Nightblade. And Sir Conrad. I already got Sir Conrad. Alright. So one of the reasons I like doing it as a 3-color commander and is because each opponent loses 1 life. Boop. 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 Alright, look what we got here. Come on. Markwood Bats. Awesome. Zulaport Cutthroat. Bullicittle Bastion of Remembrance. Psychosis Caller. Ellis Hill Core. Boom. Cruel Celebrant. You know what? Marauding. A-R-U. Move you down to here. Corpse Knight, Kumbal, Poison Tip Archer. There's another green one. Agent of the Iron Throne, Sanctum Seeker. Nope. Retreat to Hagra. Nope. Nope. Grim Guardian. Nope. 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 Dina. Whenever you gain life, each opponent loses 1 life. Like, Dina's awesome, but I can't run Dina in this deck. Starscape Cleric, sure. Except I could just run the combo. But I don't want to. We have a bunch of other combos. So let's see how the deck planned out. Boop. Cabal Coffers. Barad-dûr. Eh. You know what? Why not? West Vale Abbey. And we're going to go 25 Swamp, because that looks about right. Decks. Create a deck. No, go away. Oh. That's what I thought. That's correct. Okay. 2 cards. Ooh, and we're a little short on lands. It's fine. No, it's not. Three cards, chat. 3 cards. Let's go Orcish Bowmasters. We don't really need it. Oh. Did you see that clip on, there was a clip from, House where guy had ghost paint in his hand with the phantom limb. His whole hand was gone. And, House set up a mirror. And does it feel like it's cramping? Does it feel like your toe is cramping up? Yeah, he was phantom grabbing. I don't know if that'll help or not. I mean, that's the only thing I know of for phantom limb trading. Oh, phantom limb. Orcish Spellmasters. We don't really need Orcish Bowmasters. It's fine. Dreadheart Invasion, I'm not impressed by. Forsaken Miner is a combo piece. Pawn of Ulamog. Alright, chat. That's 5 videos today? Hang on. Not videos, but deck lists. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's 5. Alright. That's not bad. Yeah, I'm glad you were able to make it, Alex. I hope things work out. You know, I know things are rough right now, but I think you'll be alright. So, we will talk again soon, and yeah, feel free to reach out if you've got any questions or concerns. We will talk soon.